Good evening to you, and thank you for choosing Hope TV to update you on what's happening within Kenya and the world over. We hope your weekend is going well so far. You are currently tuned in to Weekend Newswatch. My name is Joy Mochache, and I'll be taking you through our top stories for this evening. President William Ruto says his government has put in place deliberate measures to tame unemployment. President Ruto speaking at a church service at the Faith Evangelistic Ministry in Karen, Nairobi County, where he noted that the housing project is more than just creating jobs for the youths and houses. The president further stated that his administration is keen on increasing the country's savings and not loans. Alice Diana tells us more.
With employed Kenyans set to start being deducted 1.5% of their salaries each month, effective July 1st this year, so as to cater for the Kenya Kwanza government's affordable housing project, President William Ruto now says the project is more about creating job opportunities for the youth than the said houses. Speaking on Sunday during a church service at the Faith Evangelistic Ministries firm in Karen, Nairobi, President Ruto reiterated his plan to provide employment opportunities for the Kenyan youth, saying that he is willing to go any lengths to achieve his goal.
I am moved by what you want to do for the young people of Kenya. And it is the very reason why I am ready to pay any price to have a plan on how to create opportunities for the young people of Kenya. Many people were wondering, I have many questions. Why are you pushing this housing agenda? What is these houses? Who told you we need a house? We all have houses. What is this? Good people, I have said it before, I will say it again in church. It wasn't so much about the houses. It was so much about the jobs for the young people of Kenya.
Ruto said that his government has made deliberate interventions to provide working opportunities for the young people, starting with the housing plan.
We have never had a comprehensive program, deliberate, intentional, to create opportunities for the young people of Kenya to have a job, to have an income. I'm very happy that this time round, we not only have a plan, we have clear interventions, we have money to do it, and we have a clear plan on how to create jobs in the housing program, create jobs in the digital space, create jobs exporting labor, create opportunities in our agro-processing and value addition. That is a plan we intend to make sure that our young people have hope.
According to Ruto, the Kenya Kwanza government is keen on increasing the country's savings in a bid to wean the country off foreign borrowing, which had crippled the economy. Ruto, who arrived in the country this weekend from a 2-day visit in Mozambique following a 5-day tour of Mount Kenya counties, noted that the country had only saved 350 billion shillings in the last 60 years in the National Social Security Fund (NSSF). He, however, pointed out that the government will double that money within 4 years.
I am very proud that I can now tell you that the money we saved in NSSF, and Raymond would know, is about 350 billion shillings in the last 60 years. But because of the new formula that we have agreed and we have begun implementing the last 4 months, we are going to double that money, the 350 billion. We are going to double that money in 4 short years. And in a very short while, maybe 10, 15 years, we would not need to borrow from elsewhere. We can borrow our own money.
While noting that the subsidized fertilizer program has helped the country to boost food production, the head of state said the country will no longer spend 500 billion shillings every year to import food.
This year, our farmers have grown beyond what they did last year, 200,000 acres of land to produce food. We want to thank God for our farmers. we want to really thank God for our farmers. They are doing a phenomenal job, and we will support them.
Alice Diana, Hope TV Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Alice Diana, for that report. As we move on, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has welcomed the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms recommendations, saying they will help to re-engineer the sector. Gachagua attended the 41st graduation of the University of Eastern Africa Bariton in Nandi County, where he said that the report has set in motion a range of changes that would re-engineer the education system to meet the country's socio-economic development aspirations. The Deputy President added that President William Ruto established the task committee to explore inclusive and evidence-based education reforms in order to refocus and aid graduates from job searching to job creation. While supporting the proposed extra financing for university students, the DP stated that it was critical to prioritize financial support for individuals in desperate need of assistance.
Your Excellency, sir, thank you for accepting our invitation to speak for our 2023 graduation ceremony. Your significant contribution as a powerful leader and a politician in Kenya cannot be overstated. You are well known to speak the truth, candidly as you know it. Congratulations for that, Your Excellency. Very honest. And this virtue has endeared you to the Kenyan citizenry. Your success story speaks volume and is deserving of emulation by our young people. Our young people are so proud of you, and we are very grateful. And even those who are elderly also, they are admiring your leadership.
In our first budget of 2023-2024 financial year, we have allocated a record 628 billion Kenya shillings to the education sector, an increment of more than 84 billion from the previous year, accounting for about 27.4% of our total budget. Is not an accident. We are implementing and igniting a system that is skill-focused for development. We are no longer going to graduate people to learn on the job. We want finished products to support the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Nimeona sasa wakijaribu kusema ati the changes we have made in the education sector is making education for the rich. It's a lie, blatant lie. What we are saying is we are changing the model so that people, once you are given assistance, is full. Hakuna haja kusomesha mtoto umpatie bursary form 1, umwachilie form 2, hana then arudi nyumbani umeenda hasara.
The Cabinet Secretary for Interior and Administration of National Government, Kithure Kindiki, has emphasized that the peace and stability of Kenya is based on the duty of all citizens, regardless of political, religious, or social beliefs. Kindiki said this during a prayer service at the Abundant New Life Church in Nyeri Urban County, Nyeri County, and stated that the opposition and the government have decided to continue bipartisan talks that will cover topics such as crime and insecurity in the country, as security must be a priority for all. According to the CS, regardless of whether the opposition and the government reach an agreement or not, no one will be permitted to destroy public or private property or blackmail citizens.
Watu ambao kwa miaka mingi wameturudisha nyuma, wamepatia Kenya aibu kwa sababu wakishindwa badala ya kutumia taratibu za kisheria wameumiza wananchi, wameleta maafa, wameleta vifo, wameharibu biashara na wamesumbua taifa hili kwa miaka mingi. Ndiposa tumesema kama vile tumeambiwa na Bishop, wakati umefika wa kukomesha na kusimamisha wahalifu wote wakiwemo wanasiasa ambao wanajificha nyuma ya siasa kuharibu usalama wa nchi. Na tumesikia sasa hao wanasiasa wameenda kuongea. Sisi kama walinda usalama hatuna shida, hiyo ni mambo ya demokrasia. Watu ya upinzani na watu ya serikali wakitaka kuongea mambo ya siasa ni sawa, on one condition: hiyo mazungumzo isipofaulu, kusiwe mtu atatishia watu tena ati kwa sababu yale mazungumzo hatujazikizana ati sasa tunarudi kuumiza raia. So the people of Nyeri, the people of Kenya, the country is safe. Tuko na changamoto lakini nchi yetu iko salama.
Parents and guardians have been urged to take full parental responsibility for their children's security during this August school holidays, following an increasing number of school dropouts due to early pregnancies that lead to early marriages. Speaking during the NG-CDF handover of the new 3 million shilling girls' dormitory at Vuga Primary School in Matuga, Area MP Kasim Tandaza challenged parents over the growing number of early pregnancies, lamenting that it may affect future generations due to poor performance.
Ili bweni tulilojengewa hapa la wasichana linatusaidia kwa sababu kulikuwa na msongamano kwenye vile vyumba ambavyo tulikuwa tukikaa kwa ajili ya wanafunzi wetu wafanye masomo. Msongamano ule sasa umeisha kwa sababu tumepata nafasi kubwa ya kuwa wanafunzi wetu watalala vizuri na watasoma vizuri, na shule yetu natarajia itapita vyema.
Na hili bweni ni muhimu kwa sababu wasichana wetu, watoto wetu wanatoka mbalimbali, sio kama vile mjini ambao shule ziko karibu. Wengine wanabidi watembee kilomita mpaka 7-8 kufika hapa. Na unajua wasichana wana changamoto sana. Wavulana pia wako nazo changamoto, lakini wasichana changamoto zao ni za zaidi.
Sehemu hizi pia ni moja za sehemu zile ambao watoto wasichana wanapitia changamoto nyingi, kwa mfano ndoa ya mapema na pia pengine kupata hata mimba za mapema. Kwa hivyo wakaonelea ya kwamba ni muhimu waweze kuwapa nafasi watoto wasichana waweze kupata mahali ama that safe place ya kuweza kusoma bila kusumbuliwa na mambo mengine.
Parents and leaders in Embu Town have asked the government to intervene and register a primary school that was created in the area 6 years ago in order to attract students. Embu Dallas Primary School, created with assistance from the Manyata Constituency Development Fund, has been deserted since 2017, except for one early childhood development education classroom with a few students. Despite being located in an urban location and endowed with infrastructure worth millions, the school property has been transformed into a haven for thieves and drug peddlers and users. Many parents have kept their children out of the school, and those who do enroll them in preschool end up transferring them to other schools for basic education as a result of non-registration as a learning institution.
Mimi ndio nilikuwa mwanzilishi kwanza, nikaweka darasa la ECD kwa sababu ya kilio cha wazazi ambacho ni kikubwa sana katika eneo hili la Dallas. Ukweli ni kwamba tuko na watu wengi, population ambayo inaweza kuserve shule ni takriban sema kama zaidi ya watu 10,000, familia 18,000 zinafaa kuhudumiwa na hii shule. Lakini jambo la kusikitisha ni kwamba pesa za serikali zimetumika mingi sana hapa. Tumeona mijengo mikubwa. Tuko na watoto ambao wanasoma tu darasa la ECD ambao ndio ile darasa ambayo iko active, lakini darasa zingine zote pamoja na hizi gorofa ambazo tuko nazo ni wazi ni kwamba ni pesa ya serikali ilitumika vibaya kulingana na mimi, kwa sababu tangu hii shule ijengwe ambayo ilijengwa na Mheshimiwa Mushiri, na tunashukuru sana, ile kazi kubwa wao wanashindwa kama national government, ambao ndio kitu inasikitisha sana watu wangu, ni kwamba wameshindwa tu kufanya kitu inaitwa registration ya shule hii.
Mimi kama mwalimu ambaye nimeshikilia hii shule hii miaka yote, shinda ile kubwa sana ni watoto kuhama kutoka hii shule kwa sababu hawawezi endelea, ama ile tunaita transition. Mtoto anasoma tu primary school, alafu ikifika ni grade 1 anapelekwa shule ingine. So mimi ombi langu kubwa ni kuwa ifanyiwe tu hima, hii shule isajiliwe, na tuko na madarasa ya kutosha. Kama ni madarasa mane tunaweza anza from grade 1 up to grade like 4 na shule iendelee vizuri.
Watoto wangu wanasomea Kameo na ni riski kufuka barabara kwa watoto wazuri wandogo na magari ya mirai inapita, mabonda na inapita kwa speed sana. Kwa hivyo watoto wakitoka wanaenda, tunakuwa na wasiwasi. Tunaridhika wakati watoto wamerudi nyumbani, tunaona wako salama. Na shule iko hapa, watoto wangekuwa wanakuja hapa, karibu hatuna wasiwasi. Kwa hivyo naomba, kwa sababu hii ni mali ya serikali, pesa ya serikali imemwagwa hapa, ikamilike, watoto wetu wakuwa wanakuja hapa ili tukue salama na watoto wetu wakuwe salama.
We're taking a short break. We'll be right back. Please don't go too far. You're watching Weekend Newswatch on Hope TV.
Thank you for consistently tuning in to watch and listen to our content both on Hope TV and Hope FM. You are the reason why we are on air. The CBS Family Service now comes to you every Sunday at 4 p.m. on Hope TV, Hope FM, and on Sitam Church Online.
The Holy Spirit will empower our prayer lives.
Our mission is to know God and to make Him known through evangelism and discipleship.
CBS Family Service on Hope FM and Hope TV, where you look and live.
Ukisoma historia ya Siratu Muhammad ambayo imeandikwa na Sheikh Abdullah Saleh Farsi, Muislamu wa kwanza duniani tunaambiwa ni Khadija bint Walid.
The house Jacob does not believe, and again I say, does not believe in anybody being God. No.
Mwanadamu atakayeji submit kwa will ya Mwenyezi Mungu, huyo anakuwa ni Muislamu. Jini vile vile atakayeji submit freely akaamua kufuata sheria ya Mungu anakuwa ni Muislamu.
Adui huyu ni shetani na majini.
Christ was not crucified at all because his close disciple Barnabas said that no, he was taken live to heaven.
Yesu alikuwa anaenda msikitini na alikuwa ni Muislamu kulingana na Biblia yenu.
Hakuna mahali katika kitabu cha Biblia kuanzia mwanzo hadi Ufunuo neno moja Uislamu.
Welcome back. You're watching Weekend Newswatch with me, Joy Mochache. Engage with us on Facebook at Hope TV Kenya, on Instagram and Twitter. Find us at HopeTV_KE. Let us know what you think of this weekend bulletin and any other thoughts that you'd like to share on the same. As the world celebrated Youth Day yesterday, Mombasa's Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir led a World Youth Day celebration in Treasure Square, where he declared his government would create spaces for Mombasa youth to travel overseas to work and invest in the county. Nasir also asked the county's central government departments to create jobs for Mombasa youth, emphasizing that if everyone's obligation in Mombasa to embrace the youth recovering from drug addiction and work together to combat the vice. International Youth Day is a United Nations designated awareness day aimed at drawing attention to cultural and legal issues affecting the youth. The first commemorative day was celebrated on August the 12th of the year 2000.
Hii ni ahadi niliiweka na ni ahadi tutatekeleza. Kabla mwisho wa mwaka huu tutafanya mpangilio vijana 2000 waende ng'ambo wakaanze kufanya kazi, waweze kuregesha fedha hapa kwao majumbani. Hii itakuwa ni governors flying program, watu waende wakafanye kazi warejee. Wakati naendelea na hayo ile Mtongwe College yetu ya county, very soon tunaanza mpangilio wa procurement, tuibadilishe Mtongwe Vocational Training College iwe ni college ya blue economy ya watu wa Mombasa. Hawa vijana waweze kufanya STCW na waweze kuendelea na kusoma katika program hii. Na mimi naomba tuweze kusaidiana katika mipangilio haya.
Youth in Laikipia have been advised to use county stimulus funding to restart their enterprises in order to stimulate economic growth in the region. Speaking at the official start of the Youth Week in Nanyuki, Laikipia, Deputy Governor Ruben Kamuri said that the youth had a lot of talent and ingenuity that needed to be exploited for the benefit of the county. Kamuri stated that the Youth Day, which is generally observed on August the 12th, seeks to highlight the difficulties that youngsters face in their daily lives and how the government may help to address them.
Leo tuko kwa tunaita the third edition ama mara tatu kufanya hii event kutoka 2021, na ni kwa sababu tuliona kwamba watu wachanga ama youth hawana hizi nafasi za kuonyesha dunia vitu ambavyo wanafanya kutoka kazini, creative things zenye wanajitengenezea, lakini pia platform ya ku learn from watu wengine ambao wamekuwa kwa hizi industries for a long time.
This is a good platform kama sisi serikali. Wakati tumekuja hapa hivi, we are able to see where do the county government comes in. One, maneno ya fund. Sisi katika county government of Laikipia najua kuna fund ambayo tunakuanga nayo, stimulus fund. Kwa youth wanakuja wanakopa 200,000, 300, na pia tunawapea at a very low interest rate. Those are good opportunities from our government side ambazo pia tunaweza ambia youth wakuja on board ndio tuweze kutap those resources na waweze kuendeleza zile biashara wako nazo, be it farming, be it beekeeping. Hizo zote is a good platform.
Tatizo kubwa sana kwa hili shirika ni ya kwamba watu walio na ulemavu wamefunzwa masomo ya kibiashara, wamefunzwa masomo ya kikazi, lakini kupata hizo opportunities, hapo ndio kuna ile tatizo kuu. Siku ya leo tuko hapa kwa hii expo ndio tuonyeshe society ya kuwa watu walio na ulemavu wako na talents, wako kwenye biashara.
Instead ya kutupa hizo bottles after using, so I take them na zi recycle. So you can use the bottles kupandia miti, unaweza tumia kuweka jewelries, unaweza tumia kuweka kando hapo ndani.
Every individual desires a lifetime of financial well-being. The success of attaining this goal is dependent on having a reliable partner. Over the years, N-Wealth Financial Services Limited has emerged as the market leader in providing innovative and customer-centric services in pension administration, consulting, insurance, and investments. Accessibility is key, and to serve a global clientele, we have invested in world-class technology that ensures our clients have real-time access to tools and information through our mobile application, online, and USSD platforms. N-Wealth's commitment to all the stakeholders is to uphold high ethical standards through effective and sustainable governance for shared mutual value creation. This commitment is delivered through the solid partnership between the Board of Directors, staff, service providers, clients, government agencies, and other stakeholders. Innovation and excellence are at the core of our operations. With a team of over 60 professionals, we partner with you for a better tomorrow. To contact us, email us info@nwealth.co.ke or visit our website www.nwealth.co.ke.
Kama vile mashua baharini, mizani imekwisha wasili. Mara hii kila Alhamisi.
Msalata kabisa, mpenzi mtazamaji, mpenzi msikilizaji wa Mizani.
Tungependa Wakenya waende kwenye nchi ambazo tuko na mikataba nayo.
Kulikuwa na Raila Odinga, kukawa na Wajakoya pia. Mbona hongeunga mkono?
Tupe mauzani wa masuala ibuka na chipukayo toka kila pembe ya Kenya na ukanda huu wa Afrika. yawe mambo au vijimambo, jiongea na kutaarifu na kuarifu zako fikra. Kila Alhamisi saa 1 machweo kwenye runinga ya Hope TV.
Mitamu.
Tukutane mizani.
Let's look at some business. President William Ruto, on his recent visit to Maputo, Mozambique, has proposed SADC and EAC unions to join COMESA to boost trade in countries that are member states. The Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, that's COMESA, is a preferential trading area with 19 member states in Africa, stretching from Libya to Zimbabwe. Although Kenya is a member of the EAC and COMESA, but not a member of the SADC, Mozambique is a member of the SADC, but is not a member of the EAC and COMESA since the country withdrew from COMESA in 1997.
We agreed with the leadership of Parliament here that under the leadership of President Nyusi, they will also expedite the instrument that will bring COMESA, SADC, and EAC into one trading bloc under the tripartite free trade area agreement. Because bringing together the three economic communities, EAC, SADC, and COMESA, will build a market of close to 720 million people with a GDP of $1.3 trillion, and therefore we will give ourselves, as about 28 countries, an opportunity to trade within ourselves, eliminate barriers, reduce bureaucracy, and also tear down unnecessary impediments to business people, to trade, to investment, to the movement of goods. And Your Excellency, I am confident that under your leadership, we should be able to conclude the signing and the ratification of the tripartite treaty by end of this year, so that we can give ourselves the opportunity to move our region and our continent forward.
In our international news, we're going to be looking at what's happening in Israel as the protest against Netanyahu's coalition judicial coup is preparing for a possible judicial clash between the government and the High Court in September, as tens of thousands of Israelis protested in Tel Aviv for the 32nd week in a row against the governing coalition's planned judicial overhaul, which would see the highest court stripped of much of its powers. Pro-democracy protesters are expected to gather in the coming week near the northern Moshav of Ramot during Netanyahu's planned vacation in the area. Another demonstration is expected at the launching of central Israel's Gush Dan region light rail system, as well as continued preparations for the possibility of a general strike by Israel's largest trade union.
This is my 32nd Saturday night here. And I'm here because I believe what Netanyahu and his government are doing to my country, to his country, to our country is dangerous. I think our democracy is in stake.
We come here each week to protect the Israeli democracy against the coup that the Israeli government is trying to do. They try to reduce the power of the Supreme Court, and they try to make the government the only source of power in Israel, and by that we won't have democracy.
Some sports. Kericho Club captain Ignatius Kipto led his team of Chris Birgen, Raymond Keter, and Erastus Orina to glory at the 10th leg of the KCB East Africa Golf Tour, emerging the winning team at the 9-hole Kericho course on Saturday evening. They returned a combined score of 112 points, beating the team of Richard Korir, Onesimus Maritim, Kipkirui Langat, and John Sang, who garnered 110 points to be crowned the runner-up team. The two teams join 9 other teams that have already booked a slot in the grand finale. Handicap 16 golfer Charles Ciele carded 43 Stableford points to be crowned the overall winner of the tourney that brought together a field of 104 golfers.
I feel very elated. I didn't play very well, but my team did very well, and we emerged the winners of this tournament. So I must thank them, and I'm glad that we were winners, and we are heading out to the finals in Nairobi. I know we'll be playing in Karen. I do, from previous matches, I do very well in Karen, so I'm not worried about Karen, but we will do a lot of practice. I've qualified for 2 other qualifiers that one is for Portugal and now this for KCB. And we're really preparing, and we hope we'll clinch the title in Karen to go to Rea Vipingo for the Pro-Am Grand Finale.
As we come to the end of our bulletin, I'd like to thank those who made this bulletin possible. Thank you so much for giving us your time and tuning in to Weekend Newswatch. My name is Joy Mochache. I wish you a very blessed night ahead.